What if I told you that millions of Americans could see their Social Security benefits increase by up to 7%? In this video, we'll uncover Trump's shocking executive order that could change the lives of seniors forever. Stay tuned to find out how this affects you. A new executive order from Trump aimed at significantly increasing benefits for everyone involved, where Social Security payments are not just stagnant figures on paper, but substantial amounts that help our seniors live a more secure life. Recent discussions have floated the idea of a 2% increase across the board, impacting all Americans relying on this critical financial support. But that's just the beginning. It also proposed an additional 5% increase specifically for elderly beneficiaries who have been receiving benefits for a remarkable 15 years or more, targeting support where it's needed most, amongst our lower-income seniors. One major critique circulating in recent months highlights the current cost of living adjustment, which stands at a meager 2.5%. Many argue that this adjustment is woefully inadequate, particularly in light of rising prices and inflation rates that far exceed this percentage. As Americans face increasing costs in daily living, it's crucial that the cost of living adjustment reflect these changes more accurately. The expectation is that our retirement benefits should do more than just keep up with inflation. They should empower recipients to thrive through pension stability and inclusion within the nation's economy. Bringing historical context into this discussion, we cannot overlook that Ronald Reagan himself issued a Social Security executive order back in 1981, which set a precedent for such actions. This historical perspective reaffirms that significant changes are indeed possible and within reach, especially when backed by the support of Congress and driven by the needs of the American people. This isn't just about individual payments. It's about acknowledging how critical the Social Security program is to our national framework, serving as the nation's #1 anti-poverty program for both the elderly and children alike. Moreover, this video will cover the Social Security 2100 Act, which represents a landmark piece of legislation aimed at expanding benefits significantly. This act not only proposes a comprehensive overhaul of how benefits are calculated, but also seeks to amend the way cost of living adjustment is determined. A shift from the CPI-W to CPI-E method could lead to more equitable adjustments that better reflect the real-world costs that our seniors face today, particularly amid the post-pandemic landscape we find ourselves in. During economic downturns and periods of recovery, we need to ensure that our financial security as Americans is not compromised by unnecessary benefit cuts. In the past, we've seen how legislative inaction can lead to detrimental effects, leaving recipients vulnerable to poverty. With an additional 70 million Americans relying heavily on Social Security at this moment, we must push for enhanced benefits to mitigate those risks. As we move through these discussions, we'll also highlight potential partnerships between political figures such as Bernie Sanders and John Larson, who have been vocal advocates for expanding these benefits. This kind of bipartisan collaboration may pave the way for significant advancements in Social Security reform. We cannot forget about the vulnerable populations, including our widows, widowers, and veterans, who depend on the stability that Social Security provides. In the coming years, as baby boomers continue to retire, we will witness an increasing demand for these vital benefits. If Congress fails to act decisively, many households could face financial hardship, especially as we see the retirement age being raised under proposals from various parties, risking a 21% cut in benefits for those who have worked hard all their lives. With recent discussions about economic development, cash flow, and sustainability, the message remains clear. Our social safety nets must evolve to handle contemporary challenges, not continue to recreate past mistakes. It's time for voters to demand action from their representatives, holding Congress accountable for taking the necessary steps to reform this essential program. As we conclude this video, we invite you to share your thoughts and experiences related to Social Security in the comments below. What do you believe should be prioritized in the upcoming discussions? Are you hopeful about the potential changes under Trump's leadership? Join the conversation, and let's work together towards a future where Social Security truly fulfills its promise of dignity and security for all. Be sure to like and subscribe for more updates on this vital issue affecting millions of Americans. Stay informed and engaged as we continue to follow this developing story about Trump's Social Security executive order and its potential impact on our lives. Thank you for watching. See you next video.